guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so obviously I put out a video earlier talking about the producer letter that confirmed the release of Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo on Global as well as JP coming up for the end of the year. Big hype. Check that video out if you haven't seen it. Obviously everybody else made videos reporting about that information when it first came out, but I gave my own takes on it, did a little bit of a discussion about like what the banners could look like and things like that. So I definitely want to get your guys' thoughts, so do check out that video if you haven't seen it already. But today we are going to take a look at what else was discussed in the producer letter video that came out, which is of course actually specific to Global, because whilst it is obviously big hype news that we are getting the superhero stuff with the LR Dual Dokkan Fest at the same time as JP, there was also some interesting information in this producer letter relating specifically to Global. So we have the producer letter video running in the background. The important information is obviously going to be the results of the votes that were given in the survey not long ago in the game. So the survey had very expected results. So we had the two different questions. The first one, what is the key to absolute strength? Is it link skill level ups or skill orbs? I mean, look at that result. 81% for link skill level up and 19% for skill orbs. So let me know what you guys voted for these two things down below, because I saw a lot of people talking about when the survey came out, voting tactically based on what they thought that the results of the celebration could bring. Because, the results of the survey. Because if you had to ask me honestly in a vacuum without any concept of what was going to happen afterwards, obviously the answer is link skills, right? Like skill orbs, they are very good, but I mean, I guess to be fair, they are actually very good, but it's just the way you get them, I guess, has no bearing on how good they actually are. Like if you had an unlimited supply and could just give every unit the silver level 5 and gold level 5 you wanted to, then obviously they are very powerful. But link skills make a huge difference. When the link level update was first introduced into the game, it was around the time I remember I was testing out STR Final Form Cooler, because it was after the worldwide download celebration. Because I remember one of the first two units that I fully link leveled was the STR Vegito and Physical Bootanks. I was testing out the STR Cooler team, and I bought a rainbow friend that was not link leveled, and at the time mine had two dupes and was fully link leveled, and mine was putting out better numbers both offensively and defensively than the rainbow one. So link levels do make a huge difference, and we talk about it in showcases and stuff all the time, especially when it's an extreme unit that has big bad bosses. Having big bad bosses at level 10 makes all the difference in the world. So when it comes to which is better in a vacuum, link skill level ups obviously are the best. I saw a lot of people voting based on, you know, if which one is going to win, what are they going to do to improve these systems, right? Because if you would think, if people think that link levels are the best, that means that skill orbs are not the best, therefore skill orbs could use some improvement, right? So we'll have to see what they do going forward based on skill orbs here. But obviously link levels got the absolute landslide victory. So it says it's for sure they are the key to powering up in Dokkan Battle. And then we had, which one would you like to Extreme Z awaken first? God, Goku, or LR, Beerus, and Whis? So we were joking about this on the timeline when the survey came out, but what do you guys think was the result? Yeah, unsurprisingly, another landslide victory. God, Goku, 74% of the votes. Now, this isn't surprising for a number of reasons, right? First of all, it's a Goku unit, so even for just casual fans of the game, everyone's going to prefer Goku unit to Beerus and Whis, right? Just in terms of popularity more so than anything else. But when it comes to practicality, this is one of the things that, again, a lot of us were talking about on Twitter and in our videos and things like that. Like, let's say Beerus and Whis win, and they get their Easy A first. What team are you running them on? With what link partners? Like, God Goku getting the winning result is absolutely the best case for the player base, because God Goku is not only on relevant teams, but he also has good links with some of the top tier units that we have in the game currently. It just absolutely made sense for God Goku to win. Not there was ever going to be a question, right? Because again, God Goku, not just is Goku popular, of course, but God Goku, very popular form. A lot of people still really hoping that we're going to get an actual God Goku Dokkan Fest exclusive at some time. So not really surprising that God Goku was the winner of this poll by an absolute landslide. So in response to the votes, we are going to get the Guru Guidance event, which if you remember during, was it the Worldwide Celebration, was the daily event that came out that had the massively increased link level up thing. So they don't actually mention if it's going to be like a permanent thing. It just says will begin this month, and then the Extreme Z Awakening for God Goku will be around February 2023. So they don't give a specific date, but they are letting us know roughly when it is going to release. So the one thing you have to think about as well is that in March we have Saiyan Day. So it would be very interesting if they did actually finally pull the trigger on a God Goku Dokkan Fest this year for Saiyan Day, because I know a lot of people were speculating that that was going to be the Saiyan Day unit for last year, and then we got Majin Vegeta instead. So if it's a Dokkan Fest God Goku, I assume it's going to be transforming, right? I don't know. Maybe the intro animation is the transformation. It would be very cool if the Saiyan Day unit was like a Super Saiyan Goku who transforms, because then Global getting this EZA right before he comes out would be super good, right? So it'll be very interesting to see, because you have to think as well, going back to, well, I was talking about this in the Gohan and Orange Piccolo video, so if you saw that, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But when it comes to future-proofing these units for power creep, Global firsts, a lot of people get very worried about how well they're going to perform. But one thing you have to think about is, I don't imagine it's going to be too long of a delay, but this unit is going to EZA on JP later than this, even if it's like 2 weeks or something, right? But that means that JP is already going to have had their anniversary, which is usually where they release like some new power creeped level of difficult content. So God Goku's EZA is essentially going to have to be designed around being at least somewhat usable in that new content, because otherwise the EZA is going to drop on JP a little bit later than Global after this new content is released, and essentially on release is just going to be unusable in that content. Now, you know, we've had disappointing EZAs before. It's not to say that's going to be impossible, but at least this does give us a little glimmer of hope, right? That his EZA is actually going to be good, because at his time of release, like I say, for JP, he's just going to be dead in the water if he comes out not good enough for the new anniversary content. And then they just talk about burst mode. Burst mode, I don't think many people are particularly big fans of it. I've put up a video showing how to get the 3,000 points without using the glitched Kaioken Goku bug, because that's been fixed now. So make sure you do that before the event ends so you can get all the points. Make sure you check out that video if you haven't seen it already. But just having a quick look at God Goku here. Now, God Goku, as long as his EZA makes him usable, like, he doesn't even have to be the best EZA in the game, and I feel like he's going to be pretty good, right? Because just because of his leader skill, Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans, 4 key, at HP attack and defense 130. So when it comes to these kind of LRs getting their EZAs, I don't know what leader skill percentage we can hope that he goes up to, because 150 probably still feels like a little bit too low. 160 is a possibility, 170 would actually be awesome, and then 180 would be pretty crazy, but we've only seen that for Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs so far. But just from a leader skill standpoint, that'll be pretty cool when it comes to team building, just full on Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans, whoever you want on there, right? But when we look at what he does, he's poised for a very good EZA. I feel like they would have to fumble the bag completely for his EZA to be bad, because he greatly raises attack and defense on both of his super attacks. 1 turn for the 12 key, 3 turns for the 18 key. So they don't even really need to change those effects at all. Would be cool if they raised the 12 key to 3 turns and then the ultra to 6 turns, something like that. And then he gets attack at the start of the turn, builds up ki and defense per pure or hybrid Saiyan ally on the team. They will probably keep this gimmick, right, because it is kind of in keeping with the God Ritual and all that kind of stuff. So they just need to pump these numbers up. Obviously, the best way to do this is to give him start of turn attack and defense, and then give him ki and attack and defense per pure or hybrid Saiyan's team ally on the team, because ideally we want the unit to still be runnable even if you're not running a full team of pure Saiyans and hybrids. Like maybe you can slip in units like the STR Piccolo for the super support and all that kind of stuff, just as a random you know, just if then you're missing one unit off of that, it doesn't suddenly make him, you know, unusable. He has a high chance to dodge, which is good, and perform a crit for 7 turns. Obviously we need to bump that up with how long some of these red zone stages can be. Honestly, I see no real reason why they couldn't just make that permanent, but bumping it up to at least like 10 or 11 turns, or give him maybe great chance to dodge for a certain number of turns, could even be less than 7, and then it drops down to high chance permanently, and then, you know, this guy could be looking crazy good. So let me know what your thoughts are down below about the God Goku EZA coming to Global in February next year. What would you like to see from his EZA? Obviously, once we get closer to the date, we can obviously talk about it a bit more, but it's pretty cool to have confirmation of when this is going to be coming out for Global. So let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.